Hey guys, it's Eric. Very quickly before today's video starts, I just wanted to take a moment of your time just to ask you guys for a small favor. So on the screen now is a tweet, and I will put this in the description down below. It'll be right at the top for you guys if you guys want to help out. So I want to do a charity stream, either for St. Jude's Children's Hospital or the Mental Health of America. And the reasoning for that is because I want to use my platform for something good. If I can make a difference in someone's life, I want to do that. And whether that's through videos or through my personal live streams, that's fine. But I feel that doing a charity stream for one of these two organizations would be very, very beneficial. So I tweeted at both Bioshock's and 2K's Twitter accounts, and I was asking if there was any way that they could help with publicity, because the more people who view the stream, the more people who donate, the bigger the donation is, and the better we all feel as a community to help either St. Jude's or Mental Health of America. And all I need for you guys to do is click on the link that's going to be at the top of the description, give it a favorite, and give it a retweet. If we can share this around, I would be very grateful for that. And if we can get this charity live stream up and running, I will do that as soon as I possibly can, when I can actually talk to someone from one of those two, I guess, Twitter accounts or companies, whatever you prefer. But that's all I wanted to ask. So without further ado, I hope you guys enjoy the video. And thank you guys for listening to me ramble for about a minute and a half. So thanks, guys. So, you guys wanted more. I made a part 1 of this video, and I asked if we got between 60 to 70 likes, I'll make a part 2. You guys currently have it at 68 likes, so I'm going to give you guys part 2. So, with that being said, here are 10 more incredible facts about Bioshock that you may not know. So, if you wouldn't mind, sit back and relax, and would you kindly enjoy the video. In at the number 10 slot, we have this. The voice actress of Elizabeth, Courtney Draper, is essentially a method actress, meaning she herself wants to feel the emotion and actually be the character that she's playing. In order to do the emotional scenes during Bioshock Infinite, she would have Ken Levine and Troy Baker, who played Booker, actually yell at her in demeaning and demoralizing ways in order to get her to actually cry in emotional scenes to get her into character. That is absolute dedication, so thank you, Courtney. You did a phenomenal job. Coming in at number 9. In Bioshock, the first one, an additional Big Daddy model was created called the Slowpro, which had a launcher on its shoulder. This was scrapped due to financial and time constraints. Then it was repurposed into the Rumbler Big Daddy in Bioshock 2. Essentially, that one is my favorite model of Big Daddy, just because it's one of the most unique looking, and also, he's got a grenade launcher. How badass is that? So the fact that 2K ended up taking that initial factor in the Slowpro and turning it into the Rumbler, kudos to you guys over at 2K. This next one is probably one of the most unique, yet one of my most favorite facts, and a lot of you might not actually know this, but at the number 8 slot, we have the final design of the Little Sisters. So, the Little Sister character models were inspired by the Grady twins from the movie The Shining. If you remember the iconic scene with the little kid riding the tricycle down the hallway, you'll know exactly who I'm talking about. For the number 7 slot, this is something that I'm glad was changed during the development process. So during one point in development of Bioshock, there wasn't an option to actually rescue the Little Sisters. The development team added the option to create a moral dilemma for the players to influence the multiple endings and how they played. So on one hand, you can harvest the Little Sisters, gain all the Atom that they have, but kill them in the process. Or on the other hand, you can rescue them, get significantly less Atom, but if you rescue enough, Tenenbaum and the rest of the little girls end up rewarding you. So I always go with that option. So honestly, I'm glad that they decided to put in the moral dilemma of either harvesting or rescuing, because I'm more on the rescuing side. I take joy in knowing the fact that I gave them back the childhood that was robbed of them. So whatever you guys decide to do is on you. I personally choose to rescue all the little sisters that I can find. And at the number 6 slot is something, again, that I'm glad was changed during development. So originally, during the test build of Bioshock, the gene bank was named Plasmaquick. But due to playtesters avoiding it, not knowing why or what purpose it served, they ended up changing the name to the gene bank. So now when you play it, you can say, hey, I can change my plasmids and I can change my tonics here. So kudos again to the people at Irrational and 2K. So for the number 5 slot, we have the 0451 code, which is otherwise known as the Looking Glass code. This is featured in all 3 Bioshock games, along with System Shock 1 and 2, Deus Ex, Dishonored, and many more games. Each game that has this code has had an employee who worked at Looking Glass Studios, so that is pretty cool to keep that legacy going on in different games. So for the number 4 slot, some splicer character models and faces from Bioshock were made using old photos of World War I soldiers who underwent reconstructive facial surgery from injuries suffered during the war. If you guys really want to know what they look like, you can Google them on your own. I don't want to put a picture on the screen because it is quite disgusting and disturbing. So if you're going to look at that, view it at your own risk. Coming in at number 3, the visual aspect / character model of the bouncer version of the Big Daddies were modeled after 19th century French diving suits. That's pretty cool. And if you guys again want to go look at the overall images, I'll leave them down in the description for you guys, and along with the World War I soldiers who underwent the surgeries as well. I'll leave links to that down in the description below if you guys really want to see that stuff. In at numero dos, there are only 3 characters in the original Bioshock to get their own distinct character model. They are Andrew Ryan, Sander Cohen, and Frank Fontaine. The reason others didn't get their own character models is simply for the fact that Irrational ended up running out of money. So, in return, they used some sort of splicer character model to take the place of a specific person. For example, Bridget Tenenbaum. And finally, in at the number 1 slot. This is arguably one of my favorite facts that anyone has ever come up with the Bioshock franchise. So, here we go. In Bioshock Infinite, there are over 10,000 lines of dialogue between all of the characters throughout the game. Booker, who's voiced by Troy Baker, and Elizabeth, who's voiced by Courtney Draper, speak almost 1/3 of those 10,000 lines. That is carrying the game on your back in terms of voice acting. So props to Troy Baker and props to Courtney Draper on making and doing an incredible job with Bioshock Infinite and their characters respectively. So guys, that's going to do it for today's video. If you do want to see a part 3 to this, I'll make a deal with you. If we can hit another 60 to 70 likes, then by all means, part 3 will be yours. So if you enjoyed it, would you kindly drop a like on the video? It helps the video get out there and it helps the channel grow. If you didn't and absolutely hated the video, feel free to drop a dislike and let me know down in the comments what I can do to make the video better for you. Other than that, if you're new here and want to join the Rapture family or are wanting to help the Rapture family grow, would you kindly hit that subscribe button, share the videos with some family and friends, and feel free to follow me on Twitter. The link will be down in the description below. Thank you guys for watching, and I will talk to you all in the next video. Take care, guys.